All right, William. Did you sing it, William? Let me sing. Let me hear you. Go, William. I didn't hear you. One more time. Yeah, sing it. Is that it? Okay, that was a nice try, though. That's okay. We don't judge you if you don't sing well, because I don't sing well. All right, 17. On a hot July morning, we saw everything. Oh, wasn't it bittersweet? I need to stop. I need sleep. That's what I need. I need some sleep. Well, no, get to work. I know. We've had 2 people come in, and I've been distracted both times. Okay, so we're going to check for continuity first. To check for continuity, I'm going to do the limit from the left, which is 1 over 2. Does it equal the limit from the right, which is 4 minus 2 over 4, which is 2 over 4, which, yes, it does. So it is continuous. That's good. Let's do left-hand slope and right-hand slope. So let's eye-rock this bad boy from both ends. Oh, yeah, well, because this, yes, so it also equals 2, yeah. Or 1/2, sorry. All right. Right. Can you lock in, Rhett? Lock in. 41. Oh, my gosh. Right now. Why is that on there? Okay. I'm going to put my 2 in. Rhett, I'm fixing to put you in a chair right beside me. I keep trying to start. I look down to write one thing, and then you're like throwing a paper airplane or whatever that. All right. Rhett, should we see how well he does? I don't want to punish anybody up here, though. Move the chair right next. Here, Rhett. Yeah, come sit right here. No, I meant like this. Okay. Yes, come on. Come on. Rhett, come on. It'll be fun. Let's go. Okay, then move over one. But next time you got to come up here with us. Lock in, Rhett. All right. 1 over 2 plus h. Rhett. I know you keep looking, waiting on them to say something to you. You look at them more than you look up here. Yeah, I was looking up there when you said that. Okay, f of 2 is 1/2 over h. I'm sorry. Thomas? All right. I'm going to do an LCD. Yes? Yeah. That's why this one's gross. So my LCD is going to be 2 times 2 plus h. My pre-cal kids are going to struggle with this next year because they struggled with this last week. This LCDs. Yeah. 2 plus h, 2 plus h. All right, so now I got the limit as h goes to 0 of 2 minus 2 plus h over 2 times 2 plus h. Will it confuse anybody if I go ahead and multiply by 1 over h? All right, so let's clean it up a little bit. The limit is h goes to 0. Yes, sir. So, bless you. Okay, so on the one you just yes, because we forced it to have that LCD. Oh, okay. That's this h that's in the bottom here. It's the, yeah, so when I multiply by 1 over h. Most of the time, that's the way these are going to be because you'll have your fractions in the top. That whole thing's over h. Yes, yes. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's see. This will be 2 minus 2 minus h over 2 times 2 plus h times 1 over h. The 2's cancel. And let me write it again so you see it. This is where some of us were confused yesterday. The limit as h goes to 0 of negative h over 2 times 2 plus h times 1 over h. Well, I did flip. It was just h in the bottom, so I flipped it to be 1 over h. Okay. The h's are going to cancel, yes? But when they cancel, it leaves negative 1 up top. That's exactly right. So now I got the limit as h goes to 0 of negative 1 over 2 times 2 plus h. Now I can plug in 0. And I get negative 1 over 4. Did you like cross multiply? It's okay. That's half the problem. Right. Now I got to do it from the right. So that one is 4 minus x over 4. Gross. The limit as h goes to 0 of, I'm still f of 2 plus h, but it's 4 minus 2 plus h over 4. Yeah. Over 4 minus f of 2, which would be 2 minus 2 over 4. Is that right? 4 minus. Yeah. Stop me if I do. I can't see the original problem. Okay. So now I have 4 minus 2 minus h over 4 minus 2 over 4 all over h. That would be 2, negative 2, actually negative 4, right? Is that confuse anybody? Negative 4 minus, or 4 minus 2 minus 2, oh, that's 0. So negative h over 4, and now I've still got this h in the bottom, right? So instead of having the h in the bottom, I'm going to multiply by 1 over h. Those cancel nicely. That was actually easier than the other. Oh, I don't need the limit anymore. It's just negative 1/4. So, look. Yay. Does it have a tangent? Yes. What's the slope of the tan line? Negative 1/4. What else? How did y'all do? I was going to say, how did y'all do on those others? 25? F of T. Rhett, you okay back there? This is the most locked in you've ever been. Yeah, that's what I just said. Is he? All right, so this is instantaneous rate of change at 2, so I only have to do it one time, right? So I'm going to do the limit. Rhett, why don't you give me the difference quotient? Because you're having trouble focusing. The limit as h goes to 0 of, you don't know it, f of x plus h over h. Yep. Armando, I'm so impressed. That's okay. That's okay. I'd rather slow down and y'all are paying attention than you're not paying attention at all. I'm ready. Rhett, try it now. Don't look. What's the difference quotient? What do you mean? We just did it.
You wrote it on the quiz, so why don't I keep it?
What?
You wrote it. Quiz we took, you wrote it.
Did I?
You wrote it on
I won't write it next time. What? William, caught up? Okay. Yep, I'm going to replace the x's with 2's. And now the limit as h goes to 0 of 2 plus h plus 1 over 2 plus h minus 3 over 2 all over h. Didn't we just do this one? Very. Okay, so this is, I plugged in 2 plus h for the t's in this one. So f of 2 plus h would be 2 plus h plus 1 over 2 plus h. Because it's t plus 1 over t. T plus 1 over t. F of 2 would be 2 plus 1 over 2. Yep. But now it gets hard. Let me rewrite this as the limit as h goes to 0 of 3 plus h over 2 plus h minus 3 over 2 all over h. I gotta have an LCD. Gotta have a common denominator. Peyton! No!
Yeah.
I would cry if somebody told me I had to do that because I couldn't do
Yeah, this reason never told me I have to.
it. Yeah, no.
No, it wasn't. You guys are imagining that.
Literally told you to put it up.
All right, there's my LCD. Peyton, I can't believe you're on the board.
I'm not surprised.
You're not surprised? Y'all, I told Gianna's mom when she came to open house, Gianna was telling her about the board. I said, yeah, Gianna had to do 15 today or something like that. Her mom went, what? She said, well, she must have been really mad because she doesn't use that kind of language. All right, the limit as h goes to 0. This is going to be 6 plus 2h minus, and I got to minus all of this, so be careful, minus 6 minus 3h over 2 times 2 plus h, and I am going to go ahead and do this 1 over h here. William, you with me? Yes. I'm just making sure you're okay. Okay. Are you sad? Do you feel all alone? All by myself. All right, so it's so nice to have people that laugh with me and stuff. Even though I know y'all are laughing at me, it's okay because you're still laughing when I laugh. Second block, they just look at me like crazy. With me. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you.
They got a warm up.
Yeah, maybe so. I see. Brett?
He dropped the F-bomb, but he didn't even mean what he said. Right in my face.
Say that again. Leave it separate so we can, or you can put it together, it doesn't matter. What are y'all back there?
He said it in the media way. I did it. I'm not doing it.
Who heard it? Who heard it?
I said it. But you're a witness. I said it. I'm telling you right now. He said, oh yeah, I said you.
What?
He said, I said you. Yeah.
Is that what he's doing? He's throwing a temper tantrum. Right. You can't do them? You can't do your 5?
I'm monitoring this. One strike.
Armando, just do yours so he'll quit whining.
You both have to do 7.
I did mine.
He'll do his. Armando will do his. Armando's a changed person. He just wants to do the calculus.
Aside from what he yelled out.
Shut up.
All these push-ups going on in here. Look how quiet it is. Thank you, Armando. Thank you. Even though you were trying, thank you, Red.
Kind of bothers me.
Okay.
They're so bad.
H is cancel, but it's going to leave a -1. So if it cancels and it's negative, so it'll just be -1 over. And if you distributed that, that's fine. You'd have 4 plus 2H. It doesn't matter because when you plug in, you're going to get the same thing. Negative. Y'all, we did just do that because we got -1/4 twice. I remember.
Same problem.
Don't you have units for this?
What did it ask me to do? Yes. What are the units? So it says instantaneous rate of change of the position function in feet at given time t seconds. So what are my units? Feet per second.
I was just forgetting how to do the little fraction thing.
Yes. Listen, it's always that little stuff like that. This
Can I stack money units on 29?
29, the units were square inches per inch.
So inches.
Inches squared per inch, yes. How did y'all do with the area and the rocket launch and the
I forgot.
really easy?
I mean,
Nah, I should probably go back and help.
once you know that one.
More tangents.
Horizontal.
No.
I mean, not just like.
Sorry, because I just realized that I forgot.
I think, what's tomorrow? Friday? I think it's going to be Monday. It'll either be Monday or Tuesday. We'll see how
You can't come off. You can't start yet.
Oh, we do Tuesday and we have in person.
Yeah, we got all.
Oh, except for Gina and stuff.
Aw.
That one, Gina doesn't. That's right.
We'll see. We'll see. All right. Isn't it'll probably be Tuesday. What?
I would have failed him if they did. Yeah. I would have.
I told y'all
Oh,
you put forth adequate effort and try. You're gonna be okay.
You see me up.
So, like, what if I got a
It just depends. Sometimes it's a curve, sometimes it's test corrections, sometimes we do it together, sometimes it's, I mean, it just depends on. I just want you to learn the material. Like, I want us to learn it. So I just,
I got the iRock.
yeah.
All right.
Marcus trying to convince everybody, or the people on that side are trying to convince everybody to flip all their AP classrooms so that you record the lessons, you watch it at night, and then you come in and just work during class. The,
But then help me with kind of.
yeah, but I like to get up here and teach you. Like I like it to be real, because then I can, if you got questions or can stop. You're not gonna get a 0 on the test. You'd have to not try to get a 0. You know what I'm saying? All right, tell me what you know about, if it's a horizontal tangent, tell me what you know.
Well, it goes like this.
Okay, it goes like that. You're exactly right. It goes like, okay, so if it goes like that, tell me what you know about lines that go like that. Okay, they have a y value. What else do you know? Their y equals something. Maybe. That was a nice guess, but
That's where it gets.
what do you know? What have we been focusing on? What part of the line equation have we been focusing on? The slope. What do you know about? There's no. Well, there is, but it's zero. But yes. So horizontal tangents have a slope of 0. Do you agree? Okay. How do I find the slope of a tan line? The IROC. Remember, slope of a tan line is the same thing as IROC. So if I want to know where a horizontal tangent happens, then I need to take IROC, which is the difference quotient, and set it equal to 0 and solve. But it's going to be harder than it sounds, because I'm going to have more of a, you'll see. We set the whole thing. We're going to plug. So before I do that, let me show you what happens. Let's do. Is that red again? It was Tom. Thomas is so sweet and quiet, and I don't ever see him do anything. Yes, but instead of the difference this time is going to be when you do, like, let me show you with an equation. It might, like, if I had f of x equals, let's say x squared plus 2x. And I said, what is the slope of any tan line? Not at a specific point, but any tan line. Can you come up with an equation for the slope of the tan line?
Yeah. No, that's not.
Without using the shortcut.
Isn't it 2x?
Yes, it is. Yeah. Who taught you, Lane? Oh, man, I wish we could block all that before we get there. Okay. Yeah, okay. You know what side I'm on? I got one this morning that said, I'm working on my quads, and it had a parabola with y equals ax squared plus b.
How those edits, bro? What?
What does that mean?
And then the teachers start calling up and like after I like the ones that are like the edits of like parabolas and stuff.
I don't know what y'all are talking about right now.
No, I've seen ones where they like there's something they like quadratics and like asymptotes, which I didn't think of. I like I don't know. But isn't that
It is, but we have to do it the long way. No. This is, yes. So what we're going to do is we're going to write a general equation so that I have this equation and I could use that equation and say, well, what's the slope at 1? Well, I could just plug in 1 to my little equation and be done. What's the slope at 5? And I could plug in 5. And so let me show you what I'm talking about. I still use the same difference quotient because that is how I find the slope of the tan line. So remember, it's f of x plus h minus what, Rhett? Yay, look at you, all over h. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this f of x and I'm going to plug into this equation. So are y'all ready? All right, let's do it. The limit as h goes to 0 of x plus h squared plus 2 times x plus h. Anybody confused about where that came from? Right. The only difference is instead of it having a number for x, it's just got x. I kept the x in there. It is a lot.
So it's solving for X.
That's just a.
We're just gonna get it simplified. You're still what?
Still
There's still my, yep, that's just this part right here. That's all that is so far. Minus f of x, which is x squared plus 2x. Everybody goes over h. Now I get to all the nitty gritty, right? Yes. Okay. That's f of x. Yep, FOIL out the first one. So I got the limit as h goes to 0, x squared plus 2xh plus h squared plus 2x plus 2h minus x squared minus 2x. Does everybody see what I did? You got it right?
Oh, yeah.
They still call you cheese? No?
Some people don't.
All right, let's clean it up. Those x squareds I'm going to get rid of right off the bat, as well as the 2x's. The rest doesn't, but you've got an h in every single one of them. Look at that, 2xh plus h squared. If you want to do that all in one step, you're welcome to. I usually do, but I just wanted to show you each individual step here. So now I can take an h, an h, an h, an h. Well, so it depends. Remember what I wanted to do? I wanted a general equation. If I plug 0 in now, what do I get? So the slope of the tan line, of any tan line on the curve, is 2x plus 2. So if I said, what's the slope when x equals 1? What would you tell me? 4. You put the 1 in for the x.
Wait, so that's the general.
That's the general equation. So the slope of the tan line is 2x plus 2, always. Now, if I came up here and I put f of 2 plus h minus f of 2, I would get the 4. Okay, so it just depends on what you're looking for. Now, what if I said, where does this graph have a horizontal tangent? So I'd set it equal to 0. So I'd say, so horizontal tangents are happening when this is 0. So where does it happen? At -1. What if I asked you for the point where it happened? Plug in -1 where? Original equation. Because remember, this whole time I'm thinking about this, this is just this parabola, right? By the way, where do you think a horizontal tangent would occur on here? That's a big concept we're going to learn very soon. Yes, it happens at the bottom. That's the only place there's a horizontal tangent. At the very minimum, at the vertex, there's a horizontal tangent. It's the only place. Yep. So if I need to find the other half of that point, I would plug into the very beginning. We said it was x squared, what did I say, plus 2x? So 1 minus 2, which happens to also be -1. So it happens at -1, -1. Now, sometimes they'll switch it up on you, and they'll say, where is the tangent 3? Well, you'd have to do all this, get this equation, and then set it equal to 3. Okay, so understand the difference there. I can find the slope at a point, or I can find where a slope occurs. Yeah.
So the slope, let's see, that's like, that's right.
That would always work. Yes, that's the tangent line equation always. Thank you. if they said, like, for instance, number 36 says, find the equations of all lines tangent to y equals 9 minus x squared that pass through the point 112. So how am, well, then that's even a little bit different because that's not asking you.
Well, the one would be saying.
Well, this would be, your point of tangency would be 1. So for this one, I'm just doing the limit as h goes to 0 of f of 1 plus h. So that's a different scenario, minus f of 1 over h. I thought you had one like this. 33 says, at what point is the tangent horizontal? So that's where you're finding this and setting equal to 0. All right, what do you think? That was the last of really of what I had to show you. Well, it's kind of the general one. Do y'all want to do another general equation, or? I heard yes and no. Let's do yes. Let's do one together. Let's do number 35. It's a good one. It's a two-parter.
So is that always going to be the number?
Yes, yes. Until we learn the shortcut. Yeah. 35. It says find an equation for, oh, this is it, yeah. For each tangent that has a slope of -1. Tangent slope is -1. Yep, don't follow him up. He's causing trouble. Red. I'm gonna have to get those little sticks like in kindergarten where you flip it over or you clip down. Clip down. That's yes.
Yellow, green.
Green, yellow, we do the same color. You can wear it. So I'll say green, yellow are the same color. No, I said deep blue. Today? Yeah. Will it be in the same color? Would it be? Yeah, yellow would be red.
Who? Armando? Armando would be yellow. Rhett would probably be Rhett. Yeah, orange. I think it went green, yellow, orange, red, right?
Oh,
Rhett would be on orange.
I remember.
No. So this is, I'm trying to find where that slope happens. So this is there's two different kinds of questions you can be asked. All right, this is a good question, look, because this gets confusing. I can ask you, when is the tangent a certain value? So let me, when is tangent blah, right? For that, I'm going to even put blah. For that, I'm going to take the difference quotient and set it equal to the blah. Okay? So where is tangent 5? I would take the difference quotient, set it equal to 5, which is that limit as h goes to 0, right? That's where I'm getting my general equation. But if it says, what is the tangent when x equals blah, that's where I plug in the blah to the difference quotient. So blue gives me a general with an x. Green gives me one value. Okay, so I have to look at what I'm being asked here. So for 35, it says, find an equation for the tan to the curve that has a slope of -1. So I'm given the slope. Maybe I should say that. Given this blue is given slope. Green is given a point or given an x. So this one I'm given the slope and I want to know where. So I've got to do that kind of general thing, right? Because I want to know when does that happen. And to know when that happens, I have to set it equal. So the limit as h goes to 0 of, Remember, it's f of x plus h. Let's write it first. F of x plus h minus f of x over h. I don't have an x to replace in here. That's another clue that I know. They didn't give me an x. They gave me a slope, but not an x. So instead, this is the slope, and I am going to set it equal to -1. And solve it for x. All right. Woo! Here we go. One over x plus h minus 1 would, if it says a horizontal tangent, this is just a normal tangent. Horizontal tangent means slope 0. So it's really asking you, where's the slope 0? This is asking, where's the slope -1? Y'all, this about to be gross. What are you about to do? No, not a shortcut. You know a way to make the difference question easier? You're still doing shortcut and chaining it. I'm talking about, do you know a way? I thought you meant like to combine these fractions. Okay. Well, friends, we're just going to multiply both sides by the denominators to get an LCD here. So I'm going to give this one an x minus 1. I'm going to give this one an x plus h minus 1. But all of that is subtracted, okay? Did you bust out your playing cards?
Yeah, I'm leaving anything. How's that been? I'm more likely to. Thank you, right, thank you. There you go. That was what? That's it. I've done it.
That's a whole lot going on there, right? All I did was combine the tops and put them over the bottoms multiplied. And made that 1 over h. So that hopefully now I can clean this up a little bit. Cross out, let's see what cancels first. The 1s and the x's. And then I've got a negative h and an h, so I'm going to cross that. It leaves me with a -1 in top. Is that too much at one time? Remember, it's still, whenever I get to the point where I can plug in a 0 for h. I know y'all don't like this. I love these kind of problems. Can I put in an h? I'm in a 0 for h now. Yes. If I put in a 0, I end up with -1 over x minus 1, x minus 1. So I solve it. How do you solve this? I'm going to cross multiply. Or flip both sides. I'd make both sides positive first. That's the first thing I'd do. 1 over x minus 1 squared equals 1. And then I'd just flip both sides open. What are you doing? Watch me, bro. They're both negative, yeah. Mm-hmm. I just flip both sides. Or cross multiply. X minus 1 squared times 1 equals 1 times 1. Is that what you were asking? How did I do that? Or how do I do the negative? Multiply both sides by -1. Mm-hmm. It's what now? Say that again. I thought you said that. If both are negative, it'd make a positive, yeah. Yeah. We are solving for x because I asked you where did it happen? What are you noticing when you solve for x? What's the square root of 1? 4. This happens in 2 places. So positive 1 plus 1 happens at 2 and at 0. Now I still haven't answered the question. I know. But those are the 2 places where it happens. Where what happens? Have we lost sight of what we were doing? What happens? What did I originally ask you? Where the tan line has a slope of -1. That happens when x is 2 and x is 0. And then I asked you, it said, find an equation for each tangent to the curve that has a slope of -1. So now it's asking me for an equation. How do I write an equation of a line? Point slope. What do I have? I have a slope because they told me it was -1, right? I need the y value. I have 2 points. I need the y value. To find the y value, I have to go back to the original and say, what is f of 2 and what is f of 0? What was the original equation? 1 over x minus 1. You stupid, stupid pen. So it's 1 and -1. Can you write those 2 equations now? This was hard, y'all. This is a hard one. Y minus 1 equals -1 x minus 2. There they are.